PunchPod in stereo. Every week, PunchPod brings you live stand-up comedy from Seattle. And now, episode 2.
They used to leave me with children. I was the before and after school care provider for 4 years. And you gotta really keep your eye on those kids because they say some weird stuff. I had a kid come up to me and say, Patrick, I think I just fucked my pants. And I'm like, excuse me? He's like, I think I fucked my pants. And I all of a sudden I catch a whiff of him and I'm like, no, you didn't fuck your pants, you shit your pants. Now your pants are fucked.
I am having a nervous breakdown right now. Thanks, yeah. Oh, I make it look so fun.
Like there's been a lot of debate about the women's right to choose, you know, like what should they choose? I think women should have the right to choose. You know, that's why whenever I get a girl pregnant, you know, I always give her the choice. I always empower her. I'm always like, you know what? You can get an abortion, or you can raise a fatherless kid. Either way. Either way, you're empowered. You.
It's not a real dragon, by the way. That's a facade. I did that joke one time in Texas, and this lady that looks like Peggy Hill that sat in the front, she just leaned up, she goes, "It's pronounced facade." I whispered back, "You're probably not going to enjoy this."
So I'm thinking about doing some modeling, you know, for this.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about getting some headshots done. Put them up on a billboard with some nice yellow letters in bold. I'm not a Mormon.
I'm typical in one way. We are married with cats. And that's the big gay guy stereotype, right? And you tell people that, and they say, oh, you have cats, they're your kids, right? Your cats are your children. No. Cats are way better than kids. You can't just take a kid back to the shelter without a lot of nosy questions from the cops.
I decided to go donate sperm anyway. They did not mention that I had to go inside the building first. Now I gotta tell everyone in the neighborhood which house is mine.
Also say that Jesus is going to come back to Earth someday, and it's interesting because if/when that happens, somebody out there is going to be the first person to tweet that. Just a lot of responsibility on you. Jesus is back. Hashtag, oh noes!
So I had this guy, probably on accident, send me a text picture of his dick. Yep, you laugh, so it's happened to you. And I thought I'd be the bigger man and send one back. Why not?
The one that bothers me the most now is double quotes. Because I've seen a lot of bad usage of it, and it pisses me off. A guy in my apartment building puts up signs and uses double quotes like a fucking crazy person. He was advertising for the Super Bowl. Come down to the Super Bowl, everybody. It's gonna be lots of fun. Make sure you bring some munchies in double quotes. So I brought pot brownies. That's what munchies in double quotes means. We're winking at each other. The old people in my building, not a fan of pot brownies. No. I don't even think we watched the Super Bowl now that I think about it.
You ever overhear two 13-year-olds talking about how in love they are with each other? And you think to yourself, you know, maybe Romeo and Juliet's not a tragedy. Maybe the tragedy is that they don't always die.
I'm from Georgia, and before I left, I saw an article that just it captured my imagination.
It went a little something like this. It said, man caught in woods, arrested for fucking bears. Yeah. Think about that for a second. I practically skipped to my roommate. I was like, dude, did you hear about it? A guy was caught in the woods having sex with bears back where we lived. Isn't that crazy? He looked up at me all apathetic like, yeah, what a homo. Which confused me, because I'm just like, I told you a man marched his happy ass into the woods and had sex with a 500-pound mammal, and all you can think to do is question his sexual identity? Because I don't mean to brag, but I've done some fiercely heterosexual things in my time. But I've never gone into the woods and raped a bear. And short of doing that, that's not the kind of guy you want to start just calling names, you know? If he can rape a bear, he can rape anything.
Punchpaw is recorded live at Punchline Fridays and Tuesdays in Seattle. Tonight's episode starred Patrick Delmore, Barbara Holm, Carl Powers, Billy Wayne Davis, Sam Snyder, Rick Taylor, Paul Barak, Kenny Davis, Jamal Harrington, Douglas Gale, Tanner Hodgson, and Billy Anderson. This has been Punchpod. Find more at www.punchlinefridays.com. And thanks for listening. I'm your announcer, Dustin Angel. Huh? What?